We're in India. Hyderabad? Why do you think Frisco became such a big hub for Indians?
They have their own community here.
No, it's not like that.
Not like that here in Frisco?
No.
Motherland India or Texas, USA?
Oh, obviously, motherland India.
Obviously, motherland India.
Hyderabad, of course.
Really?
If India is so great, why are they here? Every time one of these videos go viral and comments look exactly the same. If India is better, go back. If America is so bad, why are you here? And honestly, I understand the question because on the surface, it do sound contradiction. You say you love one country and choose to live in another. So what's the truth? Well, before we even talk about India, let me give you an example. I know people who were born in California, moved to South when they were kids, still wear LA hat and support Dodgers, still talk about California all the time. But if you ask them whether they want to move back, the answer is no. Not because they hate California, not because they are fake, not because they're hypocrite. They simply built a better life somewhere else. And that's when I realized something. The things that make you leave a place is not always the thing that make you love it. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Marina. I was born and raised in Kolkata, India. I spent my entire life there before moving to United States back in 2020. And here's something funny. Since moving to America, I have tried all kinds of good food. Name it. Chick-fil-A, juicy ribs from Jim and Nick's, juicy crabs. So good. Let me tell you, I've tried enough fried chicken to make a southerner proud. And trust me, I love them all. But every now and then, I'm sitting in my moment when it's pouring outside, I think about only one food. Warm khichdi with bhindi ki sabzi and aam ka achar. I can still smell it. Nothing crazy, nothing fancy, as simple as that. Just home. And that's when I realized something. If loving a country automatically meant living there forever, then I should have never left India. But I did. And that's where this conversation gets interesting. Let me completely be honest. I didn't leave India because I hated it. Honestly speaking, before even America was in the picture, I just simply wanted out. Just like most of the Indians. Not because I hated where I came from. I just wanted a different life, a different system, more opportunities, better infrastructure, less chaos. I remember thinking if I get opportunity in America, great. Canada, great. Even Australia. At that point, I wasn't just particularly chasing America. I was just chasing opportunity, even for my future offspring. That's different. Because despite loving India, there were things about life that drove me crazy. The traffic, the bad infrastructure, the corruption, the system, pollution, bureaucracy, the feeling that simple things somehow becomes more complicated than they needed to be. And if you are Indian watching this, don't pretend you don't know what exactly I am talking about. Now, before somebody gets offended, let me ask you a question. Have you ever loved somebody and still gotten frustrated with them? Of course you have. Family, friends, spouse, children. Shoot, I fight with my mother every day. You can criticize your parents and still love them. You can criticize your hometown and still miss it. You can laugh at how unrealistic Bollywood movies are and still find comfort in watching them. Love and criticism can exist at the same time. In fact, I would argue honest love require criticism because pretending flaws don't exist doesn't make them disappear. And that's true for people. It's true for family and it's true for countries. Your home. Now, here's where I think both sides of this debate miss the point. I don't think most people get angry because immigrants miss their home country. I think people get angry when they feel somebody isn't being honest because there is a difference between saying, I love India and saying India is perfect. Those are not the same statement. I love India. But somebody asked me about infrastructure, road, pollution, bureaucracy, or public systems, education systems. I'm not going to pretend America doesn't do a better job in many areas. In fact, all the areas that I just mentioned, because that would be dishonest. And at the same time, if somebody asked me about family culture, community, relationship, divorce rate, or the value we place on extended family, these are the things, in my opinion, India does better than America. And if I say otherwise, that would also be dishonest to ignore. And that's reality. Reality doesn't care about our tribes. And reality doesn't care which flag is hanging behind us. Every country has their strengths. Every country has weaknesses. Every country has trade-offs. The problem starts when people stop acknowledging those trade-offs. When people act like they don't see what's right in front of them. When people refuse to admit why they left. That's when some people start asking, okay, then why are you here? And honestly, that's a fair question. I would ask too.
You'd often go for family functions where the families would encourage the kids to leave India. And that used to piss me off when I was a kid.
You know, the world's like a kind of a membrane. You can go in and out. A lot of people who do a job, go abroad, do a job, come back, go
So
again.
why people leave countries they refuse to live in? Because identity and opportunity are not the same thing. People move for practical reasons. People stay emotionally attached for personal reasons. Both are normal. I love India, I love America for completely different reasons. And depending on the topic, I can criticize both. I can talk all day. Let's say, for example, infrastructure problem in India. I can also talk all day about why there's so many old age homes in America, why nobody takes care of their elderly. Both can be true. The problem isn't loving two countries. The problem starts when people stop being honest about either one. When people refuse to acknowledge what's good. When people refuse to acknowledge what's bad. When people refuse to acknowledge why they left. Maybe the real test of patriotism isn't whether you praise your country. Maybe it's whether you are willing to tell the truth about it. Because the people who love a country the most aren't the people who defending it. Sometimes they are the people willing to criticize. And personally, I think that's much harder form of patriotism. Let me know what you guys think. Until next time, thank you.